And welcome back to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Buzz Cutler here with another Buzz McKim. And Buzz, this was your sort of Antiques Roadshow moment. This jacket, it says Fireball over the left breast there. That should give us a little bit of a clue as to who it belonged to.
Yeah, that belonged to the great Fireball Roberts, legendary driver. Probably the first household name in NASCAR. People who didn't know anything about racing, they knew the name Fireball, and they knew it was related to stock car racing. His name was Glenn. He didn't like the name Fireball, so anybody who knew him used the term Glenn, or the name Glenn. But we went to visit his fiancée, Judy Judge. She and Fireball had dated for quite a while. They had planned on getting married the weekend after his race in Charlotte. Unfortunately, he had his accident. He did live for 6 weeks, but he ended up passing away from his injuries. But this was his Autolite jacket. It was presented to him when he came to drive for Ford in 1963, and it was one of his favorite pieces of apparel. The beautiful leather is still in great shape, and the felt and everything, it's like brand new. He last wore this in Atlanta in 1964, about 6 weeks before his accident. And after he passed away, Judy took everything related to him, related to them, and put it away in boxes, except for this jacket. She went ahead and put it on a hanger in the closet, and once in a while she'd go in and she'd take it down and she'd just hold it, and she could still smell him in it. And she said that when she got to a point where she couldn't smell him anymore in the jacket, she put it in a box. So it had been put away for well over 40 years when we discovered it on our visit to Judy. And the hair on the back of my neck stood up because I had seen him in this jacket many times. But what really blew us away was all the items that were still in the pocket from the last time he wore it. You can see his signed pit pass, his cigarette lighter, and a ticket to the race. So this is like a little time capsule from 1964 till the time we took a look at it. We opened the box and pulled it out, which was around 2008. So this is one of the real premier pieces. As you can see, it's in a case all by itself. It's one of our crown jewels.
And Fireball Roberts, I think, like you said, it's a name people know, but the modern NASCAR fan may not know the particulars of his career, of his accomplishments on the track. Just give us a quick Fireball primer.
Yeah, well, he was a natural athlete. He was also very well educated. He was very well spoken. He went to the University of Florida to get a mechanical engineering degree in the late 40s. Very unusual for anyone in racing. He also had just signed a contract with Falstaff Beer to be a spokesman for the company the following year. Now, he's the first NASCAR driver to get a personal services contract like that. So that was going to be his deal. He was going to retire at the end of 1964, and he put Pontiac on the map in the early 60s with Smokey Yunick, the car builder. He really helped resurrect Ford in 63, won the first race he ever drove for Ford in 63. Going back to the early days, he was a great modified driver. At the age of 20, he came in runner-up to Johnny Mance in the first Southern 500. He had a tremendous amount of ability, and he was just charismatic. There was something about him. He looked like a race driver. He looked like an athlete. He used to play jai-alai during the off-season. Wow. He got his nickname from being a baseball pitcher. I mean, he was just a jock, and everybody loved him. He just had that personal charisma. When he walked into the room, everybody turned around to see who it was. They knew he was something special, and just a few people have that sort of thing. Earnhart probably did. Elvis probably did. And Bill Clinton, maybe.
That's a great trivia question. What NASCAR driver was also a jai-alai player? I think it'll be a pretty short list. Thank you, Buz McKim, historian for the NASCAR Hall of Fame, Fireball Roberts. Join us. We're going to do this series. This is an ongoing series where we're going to be looking at artifacts from the NASCAR Hall of Fame and telling the stories behind the pieces.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.